ma'am, tell us when should a business owner consider taking external finance, for example, ODs or working capital loans, and when should they completely avoid it?
So, the main place where people commit the mistakes is that the first thing is identify where they need to take the money. The first part is, I would like to say that where there is a working capital gap, I told you, right? The total receipts of the collection from my debtors and what is the vendor's payment. If there is a gap in that, like I am able to source 100, but my liability to pay to my vendors for my employees and all that put together is 110. That means the gap is 10. So I need to take a support from finance for that 10. So understood that a gap hai, I need to get some funding. Now, once I've understood that the gap is there, how do I fund it also very important. I cannot take a term loan to fund that 10. I cannot take a unsecured loan to fund that 10. I should be only taking a cash credit where it can fund me that 10, and I need to have the rolling also so that the gap doesn't exceed 10, it remains at 10. So if I have decided the gap is 10, that means I need to stick to my process, which I have already installed, and see to it that this 10 doesn't become 20 and this 10 doesn't become 50. So the moment these kind of gaps keeps on increasing, that is where my existing cash credit is unable to take care of my cash flows. Now, if the gap is increasing, now there is a lot of possibility why the gap is increasing. If the gap is increasing, there might be something happening in the revenue side that I am unable to collect the money. So if that is the case, increase the gap and take a better gap. So you give a contingency and take 50 from the bank, because the bank is not going to, every month it is not going to change it. Now, but if I've said take 50, doesn't mean that कि उसी महीने में मैंने 10 का excess 40 कहीं और invest कर दिया. I should not take out that money and put it somewhere where the money cannot get rolled. That is where the issue is. Like when I have a requirement of 10, I have taken 50. But what I do as a business owner, वो 40 लेके मैंने गाड़ी खरीद लिया, or I put it an investment in my flat. Now, unfortunately, that 40 is not able to roll. I still have 10. Now given that 10, the gap starts increasing, and that's where I don't know what to do. So if I've taken, so take a decision which is conscious. Ki 50 which I've taken is for my business. So I will not use anything which will be beyond the business. It has to get rolled in that cycle only. And I have to be mindful about what is my collection, what is my payments. I need to keep on reviewing it. Rather, if you are as a business owner where there is a ICU status, on a daily basis, I need to review this. If the status is ICU, if it is a healthy thing, then at least 15 days or maybe 1 month time, I can review it. But if it's an ICU, I need to review it on a daily basis so that I know what is the gap and how I can fulfill the gap by taking loans from banks. So these are certain places where business owners, and honestly speaking, people think that doing business means they understand money. It's not like that. They don't understand money. There is the working capital cycle to understand. It takes its own time for themselves to understand. Like, for example, if I am a financial consultant and I would say, okay, tomorrow I understand your business and I will be able to give you a fantastic working capital cycle, then I'm a fool to say this. Because as a business, there might be a lot of challenges which probably are seen, which is unseen, intangible, which I as a consultant may not be able to see. I might be able to perceive to a certain level, but not necessarily every time I might be right. So there is always a continuous evolvement in this process, and I need to understand, learn, and take action. As a business owner, I also can't say that I have learned everything now, everything is going to happen on its own. No, I need to keep on learning. There might be a lot of challenges which may come, which I could not perceive it before, but now it has come. So I have to constantly keep on evolving as far as managing my money is concerned.